Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glass Man's World. Wanted to thank all of my new subscribers for coming in. 913 organic subscribers, guys. 829 videos so far. When you come into my channel, there's a little welcome video right here. Welcome to the Glass Man's World. It kind of a quick short shows you 15 seconds of a little bit of what I'm all about. I'm a glass artist and a musician. I like sharing my videos that are fun, informative, and important enough to me to share with you. So here you go. This is my world and everything surrounding it. So basically, I upload this for my own entertainment purposes and for yours as well. So I wanted to talk to you today about myself as a musician. So I'm known as the Glass Man because of my glass, the things that I make, the different things. And I carried that title, I guess, that, I don't know, the label. And it's not my name, My name, I was born as Daniel. But they call me Dan the Glass Man. And now the Glass Man's World. And so the Glass Man is uh, carried over, I guess, from my glass world here and into my music world. And so I recently started Music Mondays. So this is the very first one. I streamed it 7 months ago, guys. 13 views, not too bad. And this may be my last one, streamed 3 months ago. 20 views. My guitar is back. So it took me 2 months to fix and replace my bridge on my acoustic guitar. I have several videos to show that process, which is really cool to watch. And you can see I'm pretty happy and excited to be performing and playing. And here you can see the very first one. And I'm in my studio, my glass studio. So if you guys are watching me at the Glass Man's World, you're probably familiar with this setup. And you can see, actually, excuse me, you can see how the setup has changed. That picture there, now up there. So we do have a guitar. And it's basically being displayed as artwork now. So this is our wall here with all our beautiful art. Can't forget Lady Guadalupe as well. And so yeah, we have a beautiful area of art, a nice area of arts and crafting stuff and things as well. We have an area under here for beading boxes and stuff. And so I've been extremely busy doing a lot of other projects and a lot of other things. And right now I'm not busy. I could easily grab the guitar from the wall, pick it up, start strumming away. But I don't, and I can't. Because what time is it right now? It's 9:20 in the morning, 9 a.m. I've been up for a while. Probably since 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning I've been up. And so I've been up for what? A good 5 hours already. And within 5 hours, I could have easily have performed two gigs, right? 3 hours each, or 2.5 hours each, right? Could have easily done a 3 hour gig, 2 hour gig, 2 2 hour gigs. Could have played two songs. Could have played one song. Could have played for 2 minutes. But the reason why I don't, and look at that. Look at that beautiful bridge I repaired. I'm not even a guitar repairman, but apparently I am now. But you can see the guitar is fixed. The bridge is, the bridge is good. The saddle, I actually need to work on still. It's got a little bit of a bend, a little bit moving forward because that's actually not tall enough. and so I have it on shims, and it's not going to work like that. I need to actually get a better saddle, build the saddle up. So I'm going to get a piece of bone, and I'm going to carve my own saddle. We're going to continue making this guitar sound good and work well. And one day, I'm going to come back live and do a Music Mondays for you guys. Now, the reason why I don't do Music Mondays a lot is because my days are pretty much just set up to be family man, and that's what my life has become. So those of you who don't know me, Dan the Glass Man. You know, I've been a glass artist. Sorry, I'm gonna set you guys up right here. We're gonna have a little conversation. Here, I'm gonna put my guitar in there. So I gotta remember the camera's on this side, not on this side. I'm always looking over here because I'm used to filming right here. I gotta remember it's right here. So, excuse me. Um, and also, pardon me. I've been a little bit sick, which is another thing I need to report on since 11/11. I believe it was 11/11. Maybe it was 11/22 of last year. I reported that from that day moving forward, and I think it was 1122, if I remember correctly. But it could have been 11/11. And so on that day, I basically just made an announcement that if I ever get sick in the future, that I would post and report on it. So I'm reporting on it now. I've been sick. I think I've been sick, and that's the thing. Is I think I've been sick. But on top of all this right now, this sickness that I may be having, which, hold on one second. Been having to blow my nose a lot. I use the Norwex body cloth. This is like the original set that I used to use long ago. I have a newer set now. So this one's been retired, and so now it's like I use it for like that, for my nose. That way I'm not having to use a whole bunch of toilet paper or Kleenex, throwing away a lot of trees, basically, you know, all the paper pulp and stuff. So I'm trying not to um, be affiliated with wasting and stuff like that. So, you know, that's one good solution about the Norwex is even though this may be now no longer under the 2 year warranty, right? It still served its purpose for 2 years, right? And and now I'm able to still use it as a cloth, and I use it to for a rag for my nose. So recently, if you've been following me, you know that well, you know I'm a glass blower, you know I'm a musician. Go microfiber, that's right. And how you doing this morning? I see you here watching. And so yeah, I wanted to let everyone know that you know, since November something, I've got to let you know that I may be sick. Now, at the same time of this whole sickness, you know, you got to remember I got teeth issues, and my teeth and my dental stuff, all of this, you know, I'm having infections and things, and so that could also be part of the whole, you know, the nose, the throat, the ears, all of that, because I'm also having issues with my ear right now. I could have an ear infection. It could all be part of all of this with my mouth going on. At the same time, those of you who've been following my channel know that we lost a really good, dear friend of ours in the community, in our cosmic family. Our family, our community of the three-sided whole, with cosmic trading posts and just our cosmic family, our those that we've been connected through this magnetic hub of energy and stuff. We lost one of our dear. He was like the ringleader in the circus, right? he was the ringmaster. He'd come out, always be promoting everyone and talking about like me and my friend Dan Garduno. He would never call me the Glassman. He'd always say Dan Garduno. Me and my friend Dan Garduno, amazing musician and glass artist. And like he'd always like when he would introduce us, he would always like be upselling us. Like I don't know, he would always be promoting us, endorsing us in ways. And so we lost a really good dear friend recently, and I've been working over there. It's at least 20 to 40 years is actually what I just learned recently. We moved a piece of furniture that hadn't been moved in 40 years since they bought that home. And so we're moving like 40 years of accumulated dust, at least 20, hands down, at least 20 years. So, and the inside the ceiling, all of the insulation has been falling down. So, could be asbestos and all of this, not microfiber, but the fiberglass and all of that crap, right? So, this whole congestion and stuff that I might be sick, right? I don't have a cold, I don't have a flu, I don't have a fever, no stomach ache, no issues with needing to use the restroom or nothing, but I could be sick. And I might not. But that has nothing to do with what happened with Music Mondays. Um, as I was saying, our friend um, Dr. Blue, those of you who may know him, been wearing a lot of blue lately. I love blue. I mean, as you all know, I got blue on the guitar. There's blue. I love blue. Blue. Um, I'm an Aquarian, right? Which is the purple. But purple is made from blue and red is royalty. Purple is royalty. Blue is a good color. Green and purple is also good colors. They're my colors. But those of you may know, we lost our friend Blue, and I performed at his home um, for his 75th birthday I say last summer, but maybe it was even just last fall. I'm trying to remember exactly when we lost him and when was the last time that I had seen him. Because after his birthday party on his 75th birthday, that was the last time I performed live in front of the public, right? And for the last 7 months, like I said, I've been doing Music Mondays, or I was hoping to do Music Mondays every Monday. But the reason why I don't do it is basically because I've been focused on family, guys, and I've been focused on all these other things, and I just simply forget. I simply forget that it's Monday and that I have a scheduled thing set up for Music Mondays. Like that's all it really is. Um, right now, like I said, I've been up since like 4:30, 4:20, probably been up since 4:20 this morning, and it's already 9:30, right? 9:20 now, and 5 hours have gone by, and I could have easily picked up the guitar and done a 1 hour Music Mondays, right? And filmed it and been done with it, right? However, the only issue is that I have a sleeping wife and child over in the other room, and I'm not going to wake them. Me trying to do this on YouTube is not worth them not having their sleep, and I don't want to intrude upon that. I don't want to create issues, and the whole rest of the day, they're going to be all upset that they got woken up by some music just because I wanted to simply hold the schedule here on YouTube, which, you know, I don't recommend. A lot of people say, they highly recommend if you want to get into the algorithms and basically become enslaved to the system of what YouTube is, then to do all these things, right? To do this, do that, build up your followers, get your subscribers, make sure that you upload constantly and on a schedule, and make sure you never miss a beat, right? And always be cheerful and be active and be happy and oh my gosh, bubbly. It's like whatever. So here at the Glassman's World, I like to keep it real, and I like to just tell you what's going on in life. And so, in my world, I can't be a musician anymore like I used to. And that's the thing is I think I'm pretty much a retired musician who's going to pick up my guitar from time to time. And that's pretty much what it is. Music Mondays has gone away because I'm retired. And you're going to get Music Mondays from time to time when you get them, whenever I am capable of doing it, whenever my family is taken care of, and then I might have an hour to be able to share with you guys. Right now, though, I do have time to get on the torch, and we could actually go and blow glass for a little while if you'd like. Just going to get started here. Some of y'all might like the band Sublime. Smoke 2 joints in the morning, smoke 2 joints at night, smoke 2 joints in the afternoon, makes me feel alright. Smoke 2 joints in time of peace, and 2 in time of war. Smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, so I can't sing loud. I'm like singing under my voice all quietly. I'm whisper singing. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints. Maybe that should be a new thing. We'll do whisper music Mondays, and I'll just whisper it, and we'll just talk like this real quietly. That would be funny. Nah, but for real, the real reason is just simply because family. I want to make sure that my family is able to sleep, and also, my wife she has a disability, and she has health issues that we're trying to get diagnosed accurately, so that way we can then move forward with treatments or um, cures or anything that can help with her ailments. And so if she needs sleep and that's part of helping her, then I'm going to make sure that she gets that sleep. And if she's unable to take care of herself and things like that, and she's can't get up, maybe she's having issues with the other last few days, there's with the weather coming in, she feels the pressure of the weather. She's like a natural barometer. I'm like, oh, here you go again, meteorologist. She's the meteorologist of the family now. I'm like, all right. She asked me, oh, what's the weather going to be like? I'm all, you tell me. You tell me what's the weather going to be like. Because you're feeling it before we do, before we can see it. So she feels this pressure. And when the pressure hits her, she gets these like fainting spells, these dizzy spells. Her legs get weak, and she falls and she collapses. And when that occurs, if she doesn't have anything to grab a hold of, to sit down on right away, or if I'm not there to run over and grab her real quick, you know, she's gonna go down and she could hurt herself. So I don't perform out and do any more shows like I used to. I've dedicated my life to family, guys. The Glassman musician is pretty much a done deal. If I ever do book an event, I I beg you to please show up because it's going to be the last opportunity that you get. I'm just going to implore that you should probably show up if you want to see me perform live anytime. Because if you ever see it, that's your one opportunity because I don't know if it's ever going to happen again. That's the thing. With my wife's health, I don't know what I'm capable of doing and not doing these days. I used to work in film a lot. There are gigs where they want you to work, like right now, I can go work on that set with Latham Casting. And I could go be a part of a set, I think it's 7 days. Monday through Friday for 1 week, and then Monday and Tuesday on the following. That's like $100 days almost. Right? Maybe longer if we go overtime. right? $100 days. That's 7 days right there. That's close to $1,000 opportunity that I can't commit myself to because my wife is going to need me throughout the days and throughout the evenings. Unless we can find someone that would actually come in during like dinner time and stuff like that. But the thing is my wife's schedule doesn't work for other people. And that's one thing that she's going to have to come to learn and to understand is if she had herself on a different schedule, because she likes to say that she's always been a night owl, so she likes to stay up late and stuff, which then has our son staying up late, right? And which isn't good, but at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, it's not like he's going to be going to school. He's already enrolled in homeschooling, so his school is here at home. So it doesn't matter what time he shows up to school, as long as he just shows up during the day and he gets his work done. And usually it's around noon, takes him a few hours to get it done, and then the rest of the day is just play, right? And then mama will go take a nap. Usually, they'll get up about noon. So I have to wait until about 11 or noon before I could even pick this thing up and start making any noise. And usually, first thing in the morning when you wake up, you don't want someone to start jamming some guitar right in your face, right? I mean, some people would love that. Some people would be like, please, play me a song. But when you have light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, when it affects your nerves and your heart and things like that, then you can't even like be in that realm of please play me a song in the morning or anything like that. So I'm not afforded this opportunity anymore to perform music as often as I would like to, as often as maybe you guys would like me to perform. And so, if anything, I just encourage you guys to go and check out the Glassman's music playlist on my channel. I have many playlists, and on some of them, you'll find like my friends and musicians or something on YouTube, and people I've worked with or something. There are different playlists that I've created. And definitely there's Element 37, my band. So if you want to go and see the band where I used to perform, the reggae rock band, very high energy, extreme revolutionary words and messages. Um, Basically getting you to look within, to look at your own soul. And that music, it should be performed. It should be played. The world should hear these messages. Because these messages weren't written by me. They came through me, and I was wise enough to hit record and capture them. So then I can go back and relearn them to then perform them and re-perform over and over again. And maybe later we'll do a Music Mondays, and maybe we'll go live later because I that's the other thing is every other week I have my daughter who comes back with us, right? So our daughter comes back on Mondays every other week. So my schedule's like this. Right now, I got free time, all the time in the world, right? We're gonna do this. Waiting for my family to wake up. My daughter's with her mom. She'd usually be in school on a Monday, and then I'd pick her up after school, which then my schedule without having a vehicle, I have to be on the bus leaving about 3:30 to go get her. She gets out of school by I think 4:20 something around there, and I usually get to her leaving at like 3:30. I get to her by 5 o'clock. Then it takes us at least another hour to get home, so we don't get home till 6:30. So between like 3 to 6:30, I don't have the opportunity. I mean, maybe I could carry my guitar with me, but how am I going to then hold the the camera too? Like, So we can't do Music Mondays like that. And and that's every other Monday. So maybe what I should do is just have Music Mondays twice a month right now, and do it every other Monday that I don't have my child, which would be starting next week after Easter. So maybe we should just wait for all this to go over. Yeah, and I got a little bit of a cough too, which, like I said, I've been breathing in 20 to 40 years worth of dust. Also, the seasons change, right? And usually, during the fall equinox or the spring equinox, when the seasons drastically change, usually not between spring to summer, but from winter to spring, and from and like autumn, that autumn change, right? From summer to autumn, we usually have issues with either allergies and things like. And my wife keeps saying that it's probably just allergies. You just have allergies and you've been breathing in a whole bunch of dust. So that that might be true. I don't know. Like I said, I could be sick, could not be. But if I am gonna perform later, it's gonna sound a little nasally. I'm gonna have to be blowing my nose and stuff. So I don't know if today's the best day to come back with Music Mondays. Also, it would be this would usually be the day that I get my daughter from school, but I don't have to get her today because they have the day off for parent teacher conferences. So I'm gonna go get her tomorrow during the conference. Her mom's a teacher actually, so I'm just gonna meet them at the school, and then she'll come home with me, and we'll just go and meet the teachers. We'll see them at the conferences, and then yeah, and then next Monday. So then when I have her on the following Monday when she goes back, I have to take her to school, and then I come back. And usually on the week that I have my daughter, I try not to do a whole bunch of work in the morning, like the side jobs that I do. Those of you who watch my channel know that I am a musician, I'm an artist. Glass artist is my main primary income source. But then I do all these side jobs, right? I make jewelry and sell it, right? Making jewelry and sell it, making T-shirts and sell them, you know, doing yard jobs, selling Norwex on the side. Well, helping my wife sell Norwex. I'm just endorsing and promoting her channel, but I'm utilizing our Norwex in order to then make money off of house cleaning, car washing, and car detailing, and what else do I do with the Norwex? And just endorsing it here. And then, so I'm always doing all these side jobs during the day, and then also the housework, right? Making sure that, like, when I go take my child to school during the week, I got to come back here, then make sure that I'm ready and prepared for when my wife and our son wake up, and then I can get breakfast going for them. Luckily, thankfully, gratefully, my wife recently got a new caretaker. And when I say wife, just so you guys know, we're not legally married. We're just married through God, through Source. It's our bond and our agreement, our connection. We didn't want the state to get involved in any of that. There's no reason for the state to get involved in all that, right? And she's a Buddhist and I'm a devotee of Krishna, so which church do we then take it to? We just take it straight to God. This is through God. So when I say my wife, legally we're not married. We're not. Just so you know, for all legal terms and purposes. To be clear, to be transparent, as the glass man should be. So, like I was saying, we could go and blow glass, but I'm not going to do that with this stream. We're just going to keep this with Music Mondays, why I don't do Music Mondays, and the whole scheduling. So, then once I'm back from the school, dropping her off, not having a vehicle has been really harsh, but I'm trying to do these side jobs to get us up and get us finally out of the hole again. Christmas usually sets us back bad. my glass doesn't sell after Christmas for a month or two or so until like now. Now sales are starting to pick up again. Maybe tax season, right? I don't know why. But for some reason, I just know this. I have to make big sales before going into, like, before winter, during winter. Like, I got to get those sales in because, I got to work like the ants, not the grasshopper. And so, there's been a delay on finances and money sources coming in right now. Also, during the cold season, I don't do a lot of yard jobs. There's not any weeds and stuff growing for me to be doing yard jobs. So then that kind of goes dormant for a while. Car washing jobs, I purposely and personally don't take on car washing jobs because I'm not going to be washing out in the cold and getting my fingers all cold. I'd rather wait until the season's warmer. I've been delaying on a job recently because of that. It's been not warm enough lately. Not yet. And anyone could take their car to anywhere else and go get it done. But if they want it Norwex, then I'll Norwex it. Norwex your house, Norwex your car, and teaching you how to Norwex your body too, right? So come back, got to do breakfast for them, which is my lunch at that point. But sometimes I fast and I don't eat. Like right now I haven't eaten anything. I'm just fasting. I'll probably fast until their breakfast time, which is anytime that you break the fast, that's your breakfast, right? We're fasting through our sleep. Well, actually, as soon as we have our last meal, that's when we start fasting until we break the fast in the morning with breakfast or break fast, however you want to call it. So then, we're doing our lunch usually, or our breakfast usually at people's lunchtime. So then our lunchtime becomes people's usual dinner time. So then our dinner time, because then my wife, like after we do our lunch, which is like, I don't know, about 4 or 5 o'clock sometimes, then she'll go down for a nap. And she'll sleep for a while. Sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours. It all depends how she's feeling for the day, how exhausted and overwhelmed her body is. And so then usually I don't have dinner, like unless my daughter's with us that week. I'll make sure that dinner is served and we're eating by like 7 o'clock. Because like I said, we don't get home till 6. I got to sit down and take a break because it just took a while to do that whole trip. Then I can finally get up, do some dinner. Usually around then it's already 7. So dinner's cooking about 7, 7:30. It's done by 8, 8:30. We're usually eating around between 8 and 9 o'clock. And then going to bed about 10 or so. So then we really aren't giving ourselves enough time for digesting, which isn't good on the gut and everything. And I really need to figure out how I can just get dinner going sooner. I don't like to make leftovers, so I don't like to do pre-cooked meals and just warm them up all the time. So I'm gonna have to figure out quicker meals or something. I'm gonna have to figure out something, make it faster. That way we can just have more time to digest before we lay down, because it's not healthy for us. And then my night's done. I don't. So if it's Monday, where can I fit in that 1 hour of time? Maybe if I get home, they finally wake up, we eat breakfast real quick, and then I get 1 hour of time in to do something. So Music Mondays, I guess, would be most appropriate to be scheduled between 1 and 3 p.m. So if I think about it in that way, I might be able to make it happen every week, every Monday. And all I need to do is just pick this up off the wall. It's in tune. Even with the saddle being a little meh, it's still in tune. That's the beautiful thing. I fixed the bridge, guys. That's awesome. I'm a guitar tech now. I think that's a graduate. That's like your final thesis or whatever to graduate, right? Like that's it. Proven, proven out. It works. What more besides building a guitar from scratch? I mean, that is so technical and so advanced. Like maybe refretting and reboarding the whole neck. You know, like that would be the next. But I don't even think that would be as hard. I don't think that would be as hard as hand carving this to make this fit perfect. Cutting this would be easy. It's just straight cuts, and you have it on a veneer, and you just bend it, glue it, bend it, clamp it down, sand it. Make sure that you sand it right with the right sander. Make sure it's level with the straight edge. Like that's easy. Doing that bridge was that was a challenge. Like besides building the whole entire internals of a body like that, if you can do that, I think you graduate as a guitar tech, you know? Because I can intonate a guitar. I know how to do that. I know how to make the E sound exactly the same as the E on the 12th octave as well, or the 12th fret, right? On the first octave, I mean, the 12th fret. So, yeah, we will have this guitar playing again soon, guys. I don't know if it's going to happen today. It's 10 o'clock now. Maybe we can make it happen. I'm going to let y'all go. It's 37 minutes in. I love the number 37, as y'all know. Element 37. It's going to be with me forever. Forever, forever. All right. Hopefully the Glassman will be back. I'll play you some music soon. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. 913 now. Awesome. All organic. None bought, none purchased, none even requested. I don't ask anyone to subscribe. I just thank you all for subscribing. So thank you so much. You guys have a beautiful day. Love and blessings. We'll see you soon.